Now that we know where the Bronco is and hopefully be here soon,
I can't believe they locked it that good, though.
Hey, I can't believe it was in.
Hi, welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Jill.
I'm Shawn, and today we have news about our Bronco Badlands.
Well, we found it.
They didn't find it, we found it.
Yeah, we found it.
And
they lost it, we found it.
So, last week we did a video, did they lose our Badlands? And in fact, they actually did, because it was said by everybody, now that goes for the Bronco customer service, Ford customer service, as well as the dealership, that it's in Miami. It actually wasn't in Miami. And we'll tell you how we found out in just a second. But I do want to state right now, before we go any further, I absolutely want to thank everybody who helped me, especially with the transportation industry, the people that helped us find the Bronco.
We really appreciate
what you do. Now, if you guys don't know, the transportation industry is really hurting right now. It's very low manned. They're overworked and underpaid, in my opinion. Those guys,
very understaffed.
Those guys really, and girls, really make things happen no matter what. You wouldn't have anything you have in your house without those people doing it. Even if you made it yourself, you still have to ship all the pieces to you, you know?
They are the backbone of the country.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
Appreciate you.
We respect everything you guys do, all the effort you guys put into getting everything that everybody wants and needs. And you know, it's without you guys, we'd be in the Stone Age pretty much, because we wouldn't have anything. So again, appreciate you, appreciate what everybody's done, and on with how we found it. So Monday, I stayed home, I stayed off of work, and I called up Bronco customer service and Ford customer service twice each to talk to a couple different people. And pretty much they gave me absolutely nothing. And when I mean nothing, all they can give you in the information that they have for the customer service people is where it's at and what the estimated delivery date is. And no matter when you call, the estimated delivery date has never passed when their date shows you.
Yep.
So in their list of dates, it doesn't add the next ETA. It just replaces the original ETA with whenever they put their first ETA in there as a date. Say ours showed the 3rd of January as the first ETA date. They put something in there, not that it's there by the 3rd of January. That's when they put in the date that it's supposed to be delivered. That never changes, but the date is supposed to be at us, delivered to us, changes every time. So they're sitting there going, well, it said here on the 3rd that you're supposed to have it by the 10th. I'm like, no, that's not, I have 6 emails saying it's changed since then. Well, here, all we have is the last one. That's what it says. I'm like, okay.
So don't be beating up customer service. It's not their fault. It's the lousy system.
It's the system that they have. And they really can't tell you anything other than it's down in Miami. Once it gets to Miami, or once it gets to wherever the end station is, that's it. They can't tell you any further until the next thing hits.
Yep.
Now, here's the weird thing. I ended up calling up the dealership, and I got one piece of information that helped me out tremendously. Now, it was the cargo number of the container itself. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, it's
on the railroad cars, there's painted numbers on the sides. That's the container number, and they track it with that number.
Yeah, so those numbers start with 4 letters and then a certain amount of numbers, anywhere from 4 to 8. Now, I contacted the trucking industry, United Road, and again, these people were absolutely wonderful. They did not have to help me one bit because I was not the customer. I was just trying to find out, and I was very pleasant with them. I told them, I'm sorry for calling you. I just don't know where else to turn, and I appreciate, if you guys could help me. And the lady was really nice to me. She was really nice.
If you're watching, we appreciate you.
We thank you very much. And she told me with their system, it didn't show a active status, meaning the way their status goes, it shows inactive for the VIN, and then once it gets activated, it'll show active. When it shows active means it's in their system, which means that they've taken priority or taken delivery to their system for it.
They're taking responsibility of it pretty much.
Now, after that, it goes pending pickup. And then after that, it goes, I think it just goes straight to delivery. So pending pickup and then straight to delivery is afterwards. Now, there's 4 stages. Mine still shows inactive, which means they've never received it. So I know they didn't have it, and I contacted the railroad company. Again, I only did this because it had been sitting there 42 days. I don't know where it was. And it was delayed so many times. And I didn't get any answer from Ford. They couldn't tell me. And I just contacted them to find out what was going on, if the container was there or Ford made a mistake. Well, the container was there.
Yeah.
And I state was, because it wasn't there anymore.
No.
There was a hiccup in the bill of lading, which is the bill they use to transport the things and the charges they can charge to and the amount and stuff like that. Yeah. It's basically a shipping document. They didn't have that. So they thought that was sent to them as a mistake. So they were sending it back to Michigan, which means my vehicle would have went back to Michigan on the train it just came from, meaning it never left the container.
It's been sitting in a container for 42 days.
Plus whatever it took to ship down here. So since the 13th of December. So with that, I talked to the lady and I was like, well, that doesn't sound right because that container is full of vehicles that are supposed to go to the dealerships down in South Florida. My vehicle is one of them that's in that container that should have been delivered like 30 something days ago. And she stated that she was waiting for confirmation and, contacted, I don't know who she contacted, but she contacted somebody or something like that. And they basically, I think it was like somebody in her system that said, just send it back to them. They'll figure it out and send us new bill of lading, which seems like a royal pain in the ass to send a full container back on a train just because you're missing a piece of paper. But things happen and that's the way they deal with it. Well, she was very pleasant. She told me that she would look into it and she would see what was going on, and she had no idea what was in the container at all. She didn't know whether it was vehicles or counterfeit toilet paper or whatever. She has no idea. It's just the container is all she's looking at.
Yeah.
Inside, she has no idea. So she ended up contacting Ford, I believe, whoever it is at Ford that deals with the containers. She contacted them, and during that time frame, I contacted my dealership and told them, I found out some information, here's the information, and the sales manager that I talked to, he was just floored with the fact that, wait a second, they're sending it back? Well, he immediately got off the phone with me after he confirmed the number that I was talking about and contacted the Ford rep through them. Now, during the process, probably like 30, 45 minutes later, I got another call back, and it was from the same lady who I talked to in the rail industry. She notified me that she had just received a new bill of lading, or she contacted somebody and received a new bill of lading that says to send it to Miami. So they were in the process of sending it to Miami. Again, thank you very much for you guys. Thank you very much for whoever helped me. I won't say your names or anything like that, but we really appreciate it. This was something that I was, the hiccups.
It was very important to us.
hiccups happen. I totally understand, and I'm not mad, but
No.
I just wanted to make sure that, you know, nothing's more important about your product or about your item than you yourself. As far as us, our vehicle is very important to us, and I wouldn't have bugged them if it wasn't for the fact that, one, our vehicle was delivered to Miami 42 days ago or 43 days ago now, and hadn't moved
Since.
at all. And there's other vehicles that were coming in front of it that were built after it. And that's the only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit. So,
And it was probably a good thing that we looked into it a lot further than, you know, like we did, because if we didn't, it would still be sitting there.
or
In limbo.
sitting in Michigan on Ice Mountain waiting for a bill of lading for whatever reason. I don't know. But, you know, and I wasn't trying to, let me state this. I wouldn't have called them just to find out what's going on with the vehicle. It's just because it was such a delay over delay over delay, and nobody could give me any information on why other vehicles that were built after it were being delivered before it. You know, I decided to make a call, and again, I was very, very apologetic, and I said, look, you don't have to help me if you don't want to. I totally understand. You guys are busy, and they understood, and they helped us out regardless, and it was absolutely wonderful. We found the vehicle.
So being in the industry that I'm in, because I do customer service, I have well over 20 years in it. Please be kind to your customer service rep. You'll get a lot further. Don't be a Delta Bravo. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're a Delta Bravo, I'm not helping you.
Yeah, they can just say, sorry, that's all the information I have. But again, you know, you attract more flies with honey than vinegar. Same way with customer service. If you're really nice and apologetic and you know, say it with a smile, even though they can't see your smile, they can tell you're smiling. You know,
we
they
can
can
tell that
tell.
you're smiling on the phone. Trust me, we can.
So I was very, very, you know, happy to hear what they had to say, and hopefully our Bronco will be here.
Well,
Shortly.
hang on, let's back up. So he got the phone call from the lady at the rail yard saying that she got the new bill of lading and our vehicle was in Jacksonville, Florida, getting turned around to go back to Miami. So it went from Michigan to Jacksonville to Miami, back to Jacksonville to go back up to Michigan, but they stopped it because they got the new bill of lading. So now it's going back to Miami.
Yeah, and I notified my dealership, and he's just dumbfounded with the fact that what? Oh, okay. So again, you know, there's nothing they can do. We just kind of looked into it a little bit further, and was real nice.
There was something fishy with it being that delayed, and nobody can give us a straight answer of what's going on with the vehicles. That was the only reason why we pursued it. But if you already have an answer of why your vehicle's delayed, then you just need to sit and wait.
Yeah, if it's only delayed once or twice,
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it because
Delayed,
delays
like, 8
happen.
times.
But delayed 7, I think this would have been the 7th time. In fact, in 2 days it's going to be delayed again, so it'll be 8 times that it's actually changed the ETAs. That's excessive. That's excessive.
No reason for that.
Yeah, so we ended up looking into it a little bit. Again, you know, hopefully the next time you hear it, the vehicle's here. We're keeping track of the transportation, both the rail and the trucking companies, to see when that shipping becomes active.
Yeah,
or
and I also have another
whenever.
person that's tracking it too. So we have, people tracking it for
Yeah,
us.
we have people watching out for us. So we have the ability to ourselves, which is a little bit easier because I can just look up every morning or now it's like every 20 minutes. So just refresh. Damn it, not there. Refresh. Damn it, not there. Refresh. It's like all day for me now. But again, you know, hope you guys like this. Hope you guys subscribe. Please, you know,
Please share and hit the
leave
bell.
a comment.
And yeah, definitely leave a comment.
If you guys have heard of problems, or have had problems like this
Or if
with
you
your
have
vehicles.
questions.
Yeah. Now, as far as
If you want to directly get in contact with us, you can DM us on our Instagram account at 151 Garage, or you can go through the website and you can fill out the form and we can send you something back.
Yeah, we can. Well, there's an email down
That's
below.
a way to get in touch with us directly if you don't want to leave a comment where everybody and their brother can see it.
Yeah, we answer pretty much everybody back, depending if we have time. We're pretty good at having time to do it. As long as
Especially
it's
me.
yeah.
That's going to come up in a later video.
Yeah, she has a new job.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know, again, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hope to see you next video. Bye.
Bye.